All right, beautiful. Thank you for joining me for a yoga and meditation class. My name is Holly. My pronouns are she, her. This is a beginner-friendly floor-based class. You will want a carpeted area or a yoga mat if you have one. And that's about it. So we're going to start seated in a comfortable seated position. You can sit in Tsukasana, easy pose with knees bent, one in front of the other. You can also sit crisscross applesauce if that's more comfortable for you. Just start to rock right and left, back and forth a couple times. You can roll your shoulders forward and backwards. And make any other movements with your body that just feel good or pleasant or meaningful. As a reminder, throughout class, you are your greatest teacher. And if at any point I'm suggesting something that does not feel right for your body, you are welcome to do something else. You can take a different variation of a posture or a breathing exercise. You can do something else entirely. You can also always just like take a break and sit and listen and breathe and enjoy. All right, make your way into some stillness. Sit up nice and tall, lift your chest, engage your abdominal wall slightly and relax your shoulders. Great, we'll start with a few rounds of 4, 7, 8 breathing. You'll inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold the breath for 7 and then slowly exhale through your mouth for a count of 8. So you inhale fairly fast, hold all that fresh oxygen in your body, and then slowly exhale through your mouth. It can take a few rounds to figure out how fast to inhale versus exhale. After a few rounds, you're still struggling with the breath, keep the ratio, but instead inhale for like a 2 count, hold for 3.5 seconds, and then slowly exhale through your mouth for 4. You're welcome to close your eyes. You can also do a soft fuzzy gaze beyond the tip of your nose or pick a spot on the wall or floor in front of you that helps you start to center and anchor in your body. Relax your jaw, seal your lips. Place your tongue at the roof of your mouth just behind your teeth and begin. Inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Pause for 7. Keep your shoulders and jaw soft. Slowly exhale through your mouth for 8. We'll do 1 more minute of 4, 7, 8 breathing. You can count on your own to help center your mind with your breath. Let's do 1 more round of 4, 7, 8 breathing. As you're ready, you return your breath to normal, in and out through your nose. And think of your breath as your home base throughout class, whether we're moving or sitting still. Right? You can always turn your mind towards your breath to help still the body and the mind. If your eyes are closed, open your eyes, look straight ahead. Sitting up tall, we'll start to move our body a little bit more. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, big stretch up. Beautiful. Exhale, arms down by your side. Good. Inhale, arms up. Big stretch up. Good. Exhale, arms down. Keep your right hand by your right leg, and on your next inhale, reach your left arm long overhead, stretching the left side body. Beautiful. Come back to center. Exhale your left arm down. Other side. Inhale, reach your right arm long overhead. Extend through your arm. Slow exhale through your nose. Come back to center. Right arm down. Good. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, come back to center. Left arm down. On the breath in, reach your right arm overhead, stretching right side body. And on the breath out, float your right arm down. Good. Inhale, sweep both arms up. This time, palms in prayer. Exhale, pull hands through heart center, press the palms together, arms out by your side. Inhale, arms up. Good. Slow exhale through your nose, pull your hands through heart center, connecting your breath with your body. Good. We'll do a spine twist. Inhale, reach your arms up. Good. Exhale, left hand to right knee. Right hand close behind you. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, pull abdomen in, look over right shoulder twist. Look back, twist. Good. Slowly, carefully unwind. Come back to center. Arms down by your side. And we'll take the other side. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left arm close behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back, twist. Drop your shoulders, relax your jaw. Keep your eyes open. Look for the wall behind you. Good. Slowly, carefully unwind. Come back to center. All right. We're going to make our way into tabletop, standing on our knees and our hands. And if you have tight knees, toes, or ankles, you're welcome to roll up your yoga mat if you have one, or place a thin pillow or blanket underneath any delicate lower body joints, so there's some extra padding there. We're going to make a tabletop shape with the body. You want your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles so that you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. Take an inhale, stretch the crown of your head forward, lengthen your spine. And on the exhale, pull your abdomen in around your spine like a cat. We're going to cat-cow. So push your knuckles into the floor, drop your head down, press your hips forward. On your next inhale, cow pose, move, drop your abdomen down, stick your butt up, roll your shoulders back and down, look up towards the ceiling, lift your chin. Good. Exhale into your cat pose, meow. So round your spine, draw your navel up towards the ceiling, pressing hips to ribs, ribs to hips. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. Inhale into your cow pose, send your tailbone up, relax your abdomen down, squeeze shoulder blades, scapula together. Keep your neck long, look up towards the ceiling, keep your shoulders out of your ears. Last round, exhale, cat pose, meow. Inhale, cow pose, move. Exhale, neutral spine position. Great, doing another spine twist. Keep your left hand on the floor. As you inhale, reach your right arm up, look up towards the ceiling, opening through your shoulders. Slow exhale through your nose, place your right hand back down on the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up, look up towards the ceiling, look for your left thumb. Exhale, left hand down to the floor. This time we're going to thread the needle. Inhale, reach your right arm up, look up. Exhale, thread the needle. Take your right arm underneath your left arm, right shoulder to floor, right ear to floor. You can keep your left hand on the floor close to your face. You can also reach your left hand off the floor and drape it behind you. Reach for your right thigh with your left hand. Keeping hips over knees. Take a breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Good. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling if it was draped behind you. Place your left hand down on the floor, wrist under shoulder. Push your knuckles into the floor. Inhale, unthread the needle, reach your right arm up towards the sky, look up. Exhale, set your right hand down on the floor. Other side, inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, take left arm under right arm, left shoulder to floor, left ear to floor. Option to keep your right hand on the floor or reach up, and then drape behind you, reach for your left thigh with your right hand. Take a breath here. If your right arm is right behind you, reach your right arm up, place your right hand down on the floor, unthread the needle, inhale, reach your left arm up, look up, exhale, left hand down. You have an option, my hairband fell out. You have an option to take another cat-cow, or you can join me in a down dog. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, and then press your heels down to the floor. Spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles and the space between your index finger and thumb so that you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. And if you'd like, you can take a three-legged dog. Keep your left foot on the floor. Lift your right foot all the way up towards the ceiling. Option to keep your right leg straight or bend your right knee. And if you'd like, bring your right hip up and out, opening the hip. So imagine one day right hip might even stack on top of left hip. Good. If you're opening that right hip, bring your right hip back down, hips in line. If your right knee is bent, extend your right leg long and then float your right foot back down to the floor. Other side, lift your left foot up in three-legged dog. Option to stay here or bend left knee. And if you'd like, rotate your left hip out, opening through the hips. Keep pressing down through the knuckles. Take a breath. If you're opening your left hip, bring your left hip back down in line with your right hip. Extend through the left leg and then float your left foot back down to the floor. Look forward, bend your knees, coming back into tabletop position. From here, bring your big toes together. You can open your knees wider, and we're going to take a child's pose. Sink your hips back as you reach your arms forward, bringing forehead towards the floor, hips to the heels. As you inhale, feel the backs of your ribs expand. As you exhale, feel your ribs contract. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Exhale, sink your hips back. Good. Walk your hands back in underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up. You can roll out of the posture or come up with a flat back. So you're sitting upright. It's a nice little stretch to the toes, ankles, and knees. From here, place your hands on your lower back. You can do a little back bend, looking up and back. Good. Bring your spine back into a neutral position. And if your mat is rolled up like mine is, you can unroll your mat or remove any pillow or blanket you were using, and then turn and lie on your back. We're going to come into collapsed bridge. Bend your knees, ankles under knees. Let your knees rest together, arms down by your side. Take a moment here, feeling your spine lengthen and realign to the floor. Inhale, body rise. As you exhale, soften through your shoulders and lower back. Rotate your shoulders so palms face down. Lift your hips slightly and bring your arms underneath your body, or at least hands under your body. If your knees are touching, separate your knees so that your knees and feet are hip width distance. Press your shoulders down, press your heels down. Keep your head on the floor, tuck your chin in slightly. Squeeze your glutes and lift your hips up for bridge pose, strengthening the glutes. Good. Press the heels down, lift the hips up, knit your ribs together, take a breath. Good. Lower your hips down. You can do another bridge pose. You can also try a one-legged bridge pose. Keep your left knee bent, extend your right leg, so straighten your right leg, press your shoulders down, and now lift your hips up. Good. Lower down, bend your right knee, right foot on the floor, and if you'd like to try the other side, straighten your left leg, squeeze your glutes, and lift your hips up. Good. Lower down, bend your left knee, left foot on the floor. Remove your arms from under your body. Rotate your shoulders, palms face up. Figure 4. Keep your left foot on the floor. Lift your right foot off the floor, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Option to stay here or lift your left foot off the floor, hugging your thighs into your abdomen. Option to stay here, or you can place your hands outsides of your legs or interlace your fingers behind your left thigh and pull down. Try to keep your head on the floor, 2 shoulders, 2 hips on the floor. It's a great side seat stretch, good for sciatic nerve pain. Think about breathing into your right hip. If you'd like, you can extend your left leg and flex your left toes back towards your face. So think about pressing your left heel to the ceiling, and then you get this nice stretch to the hamstring, calf, and Achilles as well. Perfect. If your left leg is straight, bend your left leg. Release any grip you have from the backs of your legs. Float your left foot down to the floor, right foot down to the floor. Other side, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Option to stay here or lift your right foot off the floor, bringing heel towards your glute, thighs towards your abdomen. You can keep your hands on the floor. You can grab the outsides of your legs, or you can interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Relax your jaw, tuck your chin in slightly, picture your back getting a little bit longer as you release your body down to the floor. Option to keep your right knee bent or extend your right leg. Press your heel to the ceiling. Flex all 5 toes back towards your face, stretching the fascia, the plantar fascia on the foot, stretching the Achilles, the calf, and the hamstring. If your right leg is straight, bend your right leg, relax the foot. Release any grip you have from the back of your leg. Return your right foot to the floor, left foot to the floor. Now lift both feet off the floor. Happy baby. You can grab the backs of your hamstrings or knees. You can grab your ankles or the outsides of your feet with your hands. From here, if you'd like, you can rock right and left, back and forth, rolling out your back. Nice little massage for the back. So if you'd like, as you roll to the left, you might try straightening your left leg to get an inner left thigh stretch. And then come back to center, bend your left knee. Roll to the right, straighten your right leg. Come back to center, bend the right knee. We can do that again. Extending one leg, bending the other as you roll right and left. Great, and once you're even on both sides, come back to center. If you'd like, you can try extending both legs out to the side. Kick your heels forward, flex your toes back. Relax your shoulders, take a breath. If your legs are straight, bend your knees back into your happy baby. Release any grip you have from your feet, ankles, or the backs of your legs. Place your hands outside of your knees, thighs. Bring your knees and feet together. Take your arms out to the side and roll to the left so that your left hip, roll to the right so that your left hip stacks on top of right hip. Option to stay here with knees bent, or you can straighten your bottom leg to the back of your mat and kick out your top leg to the right of your mat for an IT band stretch. Roll your left shoulder down towards the floor. You can keep the back of your head on the floor or look over your left shoulder, looking away from the legs for a full spine twist. Take a breath here. If you're looking over your left shoulder, bring the back of your head to the floor. If your top leg is kicked out, bend your top leg. Then bend your bottom leg and with or without the use of your hips, roll your left hip down. We'll do the other side, roll to the right, roll to the left, roll to the other side, whichever that is. So your hips stack one on top of the other. Try to keep 2 shoulders on the floor. Option to keep both knees bent, or you can bend your bottom leg to the back of, straighten your bottom leg to the back of your mat. And if you'd like, extend your top leg to the left side of your mat, stretching the right IT band. You can keep the back of your head on the floor or look over your right shoulder. Breathe. If you're looking over your right shoulder, bring the back of your head to the floor. If your top leg is kicked out, bend your bottom leg. Bend top leg, bend both legs. Roll your right hip back down. Lift your head off the floor, tuck your chin into your chest, give yourself a big hug here. You can even reach for your elbows, bringing your forehead towards your knees. Take an inhale, can contract every muscle in your body. You can even make a funny face. When you're ready, relax your body, release the grip. Exhale through your mouth, arms and legs down. For a final resting position, you can stay in collapsed bridge with your feet on the floor, knees bent, knees resting. You can also extend your legs, straighten your legs, arms and legs down for Savasana Pose. Let your heels be heavy on the floor. Feel the backs of your hands on the floor, head on the floor. Take an inhale, observe your body. rising and expanding with the breath in. And exhale, feel your body falling and contracting with the breath out. Inhale. Anything you'd like to let go of. Let it go through the exhale breath. This is a yoga and meditation class. As a reminder, meditation is a limb of yoga. So this is really just a yoga class that extends beyond postures and into breath work and more mindfulness practices as well. For the second portion of class, you're welcome to continue to lie down on the floor, or if you'd like to sit for your meditative space, you can mindfully make your way up, maybe rolling off to one side and slowly pressing yourself up. During this meditation, you are welcome to close your eyes. You can also do a soft, fuzzy gaze beyond the tip of your nose, or anchor your gaze on a spot on the floor, the wall, or the ceiling that helps you stay grounded. You want to move your eyes a little bit less so that your body might relax a little bit more. Through this meditation, we'll start to make our mental energy a little bit smaller, maybe making that brain space smaller so that the heart space can open up. There's no such thing as a good meditator or a bad meditator. There are simply people who meditate and people who do not. So for the sake of today, just remember that you're meditating and there's no right way to do it. It's simply time that you've set aside for yourself to be in your own company and observe your thoughts without being inside of the thoughts. So often, right, we're thinking all the time, of course. It's part of the human condition. We're thinking all the time, but we're not really aware of what we're thinking about, or we become really consumed and fixated on our thoughts. And through meditation, we'll start to observe thoughts passing without attaching to them. Once you found your way into a comfortable seated or lying position, I encourage you just to find a little bit more stillness. Settle in, cozy up. I'm now going to light a candle as a symbolic gesture that we are entering into a more intentional space. Being intentional with our breath, intentional with our body movement, and intentional with our thoughts. If at any point during the meditation you find that your mind is really wandering or looping back to a certain thought, it can be useful, of course, to observe if your mind is looping. And it can also be useful just to compassionately tell yourself, thinking, and then come back into your breath and back into your body. We'll take a minute in stillness just to observe any passing thoughts or feelings. If you, like me, run from task to task, event to event, person to person, can be jarring just to sit still and breathe. As a reminder, there's no right way to meditate. There's no such thing as a good meditator or a bad meditator. There are simply people who intentionally set time aside to be still and breathe. And you are doing that. So if in any way it feels alarming or you're unsure if you're doing it right, set aside any judgment and just congratulate yourself for carving out this time in your day. Our thoughts are like clouds. Sometimes they pass quickly. Sometimes they linger all day. They can be white and fluffy or gray and stormy. We might make shapes or even meaning out of them. Mindfulness reminds us that we are not the clouds, we are the sky. And as you set time aside just to be still and breathe, it becomes perhaps a little easier to observe those clouds passing. It becomes perhaps a little easier to remember that you are the sky. We'll take another minute just to be still and breathe. Scan your body for any areas where you might be holding on to tension. Just lovingly give your body permission to relax. Imagine a warm light shining down on you. Warming through the top of your head, your shoulders and chest, into your arms and abdomen, warming through your legs, your feet. Rest in this sensation of a comfortable, inviting warmth. Let the floor hold you up. Again, you might scan your body, observe the areas where you might relax just a little bit deeper. As you breathe through your nose. Relax through your forehead and jaw. Soften through your scalp and back of the head. Let your eyes be heavy in their sockets. Relax through your throat and neck spine. Soften your shoulders. Relax your chest. Relax through your arms. Let your hands be heavy on the floor. Relax through the lower back, middle back, and upper back, through the side torso and abdomen. Soften through your hips and seat. Relax your legs. Let your feet be heavy on the floor. And stay in this space of not quite sleep, but maybe a slightly different state than our day-to-day consciousness. Just breathing and relaxing, softening, inhaling and exhaling. And we'll just breathe here for 3 more minutes, enjoying your own company. Take rest. The mind is wandering, practice stillness. And if you're falling asleep, just practice that relaxation, that consciousness in between sleep and wake. The special space that you've carved out for yourself as you breathe and soften. The mind or the heart keeps looping back to a certain thought or emotion or sensation. Observe that and just practice letting it go as you soften and breathe. Relaxing deeper with every inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, observe the air coming into your nostrils. As you exhale, observe the air coming out of your nostrils. On this breath in, notice the temperature of air coming into your nose. Exhale, notice the temperature of air coming out of your nose. Probably a little warmer, a reminder that we are very alive and 90-something degrees. On this inhale, feel your chest and abdomen rise. And on this exhale, feel your abdomen and chest soften and fall. On your slow breath in, feel your ribs expand. And on your slow breath out, feel your ribs contract. This is a gift that you've given to yourself of awareness, of mind control, compassion. It's a gift of slowing down and being present in your breath, in your body, in the present moment. This is accessible to all humans, but not all of us are aware that this is possible or take time to do it. But you took time today to slow down and be still. This is a gift that you've given yourself. It's a radical act to slow down in a world that asks us to speed up. So by extension, it's a gift that you're giving to others as well. Both modeling the ability to slow down and maybe extending that towards others after class. You're welcome to stay in your meditative space for as long as you'd like, or even take a nap. Otherwise, I will count us down from 3, at which point you can wiggle your fingers or toes and make any other gestures with your body that help you shift your consciousness. Take an inhale and let it go for 3, 2, 1. Now going to blow out this candle as a symbolic gesture that our meditative space is ending. And I am letting the very real smoke clear the air as a reminder that when we take time to slow down, be still, and simply observe, we change our relationship with the space around us. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I hope to practice with you soon.